Right. I think we're working now. Slightly intermittent a second ago. How are we all doing? Happy Monday. Time for something new. How's everyone doing? Hope you had a good weekend. This is weird. I'm not used to sitting in this chair in a shirt. I left the house, so I decided to put on a shirt today. And, yeah. Been out weird. So, hope you all had a good weekend. It's... might have to come off, actually. It's kind of bunching weirdly at the back of me. I'll see how I do. So, yeah, how we doing? Pretty chilled out weekend on my end. Hope you guys had a good one. I had my build finished in good time, so I chilled and a few bits and pieces. And did I play games? I think I played a little game. Not a lot though, to be honest. Did a bit of Fallout, but not a vast amount. And yeah, chilled. One of them. Stuck in this weird kind of position at the minute where I don't really want to play the stuff that I currently have. Just not quite grabbing my attention in the right way, and everything that is grabbing my attention in the right way doesn't yet, it's not out yet. So this has been going on for some time now, and it's a bit of a drag. What can we do? Yeah, looking forward to jumping into Metro. Should be cool. This one's been in the back pocket for a while and waiting to come out. Been slowly working our way through the series as and when. Yeah, we'll see how this goes, how long it lasts, and so on. I don't know how long the game is. I think it's a bit longer than its predecessors, a bit more substantial, but still not exactly a 100-hour thing. So we'll see how that kind of lines up with the rest of the summer, which should be cool. Been looking forward to this for a while. The most recent entry should be cool. Not getting on that. Scroll back a bit. Steve's first off the mark. Evening. Early bird and all. I wasn't quite so early today. Faffing around getting my shit sorted out, as usual. Evening, Noel. How are you doing? Evening, Tangy. The hardcore here early, I see. Always good to see. You're doing good. There, stop jumping around, damn you, YouTube. Evening, AJ. How are you doing? Yeah, you made it in time. Left the house. Yeah, people weren't too bad. It was a mixed bag. There were a few weirdos. There was some there were a couple of head cases wandering around town. But other than that, it was actually quite quiet. Need to go out and get a few bits. So success was achieved there, and had a beer on the way back. Flowers in town with the rest. That was nice. I wore a shirt to go incognito. I wore a shirt because it's just, I don't do it very often. It felt like a nice thing to do. Yeah. Unfortunately, it's not quite as effective a disguise as Clark Kent's glasses and hair being combed the other direction. It's all good, though. The lack of time I've spent in town in the last while means I'm a lot more anonymous than I used to be. And moving on to places and shuffling off as well. But there's the motivation, beer. No, beer was not the motivation. It was more like a pleasant bonus. I had a plum porter. It was quite nice. Not on the beer now, though. Sadly. Yeah. So, Metro. Third entry, we've done the first two, so Artyom's initial journey through the Metro to find help for his home station that was being attacked by psychic mutants called Dark Ones. Ended with them finding an underground military bunker and using it to launch off a bunch of missiles at the Dark One's nest. Turned out that was a bad call, but it was too late by then, and apparently they were just trying to communicate and establish a relationship because they're intelligent mutants, not monstrous mutants. So, yeah, but it was unfortunately a bit late and they got slightly nuked, which, given that the world's already been nuked repeatedly in the first place, is, less than great. Now, following that, the Spartan Order, the Rangers, and Artyom as well, together with them, set up at D6, this military base, and... then basically the various factions, the communists and Nazis and whatever else that are occupying the Metro in various parts, set their sights on this military base and its hardware and everything else, with a view to, successfully winning their underground wars. And the whole thing went to the proverbial. But Artyom, I think, barely managed to hold off, but I think the place got abandoned. I can't remember. It was a messy end anyway, and yeah, we're kind of picking up not too long after the attack on D6, I believe. Yeah, it's a bit hectic over in Paris at the moment, or in France in general, from what I hear. They've got their president banging on about how terrible and unacceptable it is, and neglecting to mention that the police shooting random people is also far more unacceptable. But, Macron's always been a bit of a cunt, really, hasn't he? What can you do? When he's not running away with his tail between his legs, which he's also quite good at doing. Well, actually, it was less running away with his tail between his legs and more sticking his tongue up the bad guy's arse, but anyway. I should move on before I accidentally insult an entire nation. It's not the entire nation, it's just the president. What can you do? Anyway, Metro. So yeah, not quite sure how this is going to exactly run, because we're on the Enhanced Edition, with all its bells and whistles, but I can't turn off ray tracing on this, which normally I would do, as it's going to tax my GPU and as well streaming and stuff, so we'll see how that goes. We should be on 30 frames at the minute, so we shouldn't stream side, so that should help. And I've turned it down a bit and played with some of the settings, but we may have to play around with it a bit more and see how it goes. I mean, the question is whether or not I can persuade it launch, because it's apparently been a bit of a bell right now. Steam being a bit of a bell, really. I encountered a slight snag this weekend as well, like last couple of days, that for some reason a bunch of the keys on my keyboard, backlighting, I think is dying. If I'm very lucky, it's a software issue, but I think more likely... there we go, we have life now. I think it's much more likely that the issue is that the actual backlighting, the RGB backlighting, is effed. So a whole bunch of it doesn't seem to have any blue, I think, on the RGB. So, yeah, it's not maintaining colour with everything else unless I set the whole thing to red. And even when I do that, it does this weird flickering thing. So I think it's kind of... the lighting is not doing so hot. So I switched it all off, but that means I then had to change several keycaps because I couldn't see what was letters they were. Sure we'll manage. Fucking Christ. Oi, shitbag. Pressing buttons for a reason. Well, to be honest, this sequence is not particularly exciting anyway. It's just a bunch of pictures of the ruins of Moscow. Fine. Also, I need to make Steam stop being a dick again. Right. Oh, and it's doing that, is it? Okay, that's interesting. Maybe it's not. Okay. So we'll have to see how this goes. New DLC is available. I don't believe I own any of the DLC. No, I don't. It's just taking me to Steam menu, so tells me all I need to know, really, doesn't it? So, yeah. Settings should be good. DLSS in performance, reflections, hybrid, ray traced or something else. So hybrid's probably better. Hairworks, I've no idea what Hairworks is. Advanced physics was the problem we had in the last two games. It was an absolute nightmare. It was making it unusable, so that's going away. Tessellation should be good. Field of view, not messing with that. I think that's the ray tracing thing, because I can do ray trace or hybrid. I can't do none. And I think that's... I don't know what that is. So yeah. It's all a bit weird, so hopefully this will work okay. I mean, it's okay in the menu. See how the game goes. It was ruined and the Magna stopped. No idea how that would have gone, to be honest. From what I heard, they were setting up sizable roadblocks before the city to stop them getting anywhere near it. So I don't. An open question as to whether or not they would have got there. Still, disruption in the enemy ranks was kind of good. Let's see how this goes.
I still remember life before the war. I remember that we used to be different. Used to live up there, on the surface.
Oh, that's
we used
cool.
to be the masters of the whole world. We built gigantic cities of glass and steel. We crossed the oceans at will. And we also conquered the skies. There used to be 7 billion of us. We were not born for life in the tunnels.
Right,
I was
8 billion.
born to breathe fresh air, and I remember it.
It's a pretty cool intro sequence. Mind you, it would have been 7 billion when this came out. Thought your boy just got downed. Well, the other ones probably won't. Been a good one so far.
The 7 billion were wiped out by the last war. Only 50,000 managed to survive underground, with the surface poisoned, burned, and teeming with horrible monsters. One day the radiation on the surface might subside, and our grandchildren or their grandchildren might be able to return there. At least
Yeah,
that's
maybe
what my
that's a
brothers
pinch,
in
but...
arms from the Order believe. Basically, there was no hope for us right off the start. Still, we humans are just too bad at surrendering. We tried to make the best of what we had, banded together, and worked to make the Metro our new home. After all, it might well be the only place left on Earth for humans to live. For a time, we thought we could make it.
That's cool.
But, regrettably, the war didn't kill our bad habits.
Yeah.
In the relative safety of the tunnels, corruption festered. And when danger came from above the ground, only a few of us stood against it, our numbers dwindling by the day.
Beasties. Or silences?
But
Yeah,
I
pretty
remember
much.
we were born for a better life. And I can't accept that I'm destined to grow old and die underground. I don't care if I'm called an idiot. But if even a single shard of the old world still exists out there, I have to find it.
Yeah, looks like Moscow's seen better days.
Between endless years of hopeless existence and even a single moment of hope, I must choose hope. I must find that signal.
Skip it, I just wanted to take a screenshot. I don't think I got anyway. Scorch Beast. Wait, wrong game. Try again. Wait, wrong game. Get what they were called. Bourbon called them bitches. He had a point. To be honest, thus far it looks a tiny bit dated. Less so now. Still. Considering when it came out. He does it, bud. Ah. Blood of. No going back that way then. Keys. What have I got? Got a shotgun and no spare ammo. Right. So then. Oh, there's a photo mode. Nice. So. What's that? That's a bit better. Turn the Can't really see what's going on there. Too much over here. I turned the sensitivity way down because I had to well, I have to in most games, to be honest, but turns out this is not one of them, including the previous ones. Yeah, surprised this one, I didn't actually need to do that. Guys met a grisly fate. Hmm. 2019, yeah. Thing is, I mean, yeah, I'm not overly criticise the graphics, and there's not the be-all and end-all, really, is it? But get off me, you fuckers. And, yeah, like there's plenty of other stuff coming out at around the same point in time. Considerably better. I don't know if charging the battery in the same way is still a thing as it used to be, but guess we'll find out. Definitely ain't the same control if it is a thing. What got here? Ah, a bunch of ammo. Got a nasty beast, he's not far away. Creepy psycho laughter, it's always good fun. I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing here. other than just making my way through the tunnels. Corpses everywhere. Dead muties down there. An ancient. Well, no warning there. Apart from the corpses, I suppose, which one could argue were warning, but... Crap. Oh, quite the audio lag there. Not a big fan of that. Half-ton notebook, August 11th, so we've arrived. So good, so far so good, just a couple of rats. Guys are unloading the trolley, August 12th. Not enough people to cover the old roadblocks. Collier went to get some more volunteers, but for now we'll just cover the platform and the airlock. Looks like Mikhailych isn't going to finish repairs anytime soon. Mechanism is rusted solid. August 13th, shot a couple of watchmen. Beast got inside unnoticed under the steps, canning fuckers. The airlock drive is dead. Mikhailych says he can't promise anything. We're running short on filters. Time to improvise. I guess we just weld the gate shut with a sheet of steel and think later. There's a stampede of watchmen up here. They haven't attacked yet, but still, Collier brought the welding apparatus, but we can't even start the work. As soon as we make the slightest noise, they'll start howling up there. They start howling up there. For now, we decided on setting up some traps. You need a bit more than that. Girls, don't mind if I do. Come at me then, you ugly goat. So let's start.
Oh, am I bothering you? We can't do anything without the welding burner, and this way, I can at least make a record. Ha! Did you hear that? Of course I did. I'm about to go deaf from their howling. Why do you want them recorded? I heard the Polish people are studying these migration patterns and whatnot. So, they are buying records and stuff, but they have to be taken properly with date and place and all. Oh, he'll get the date and place correct this time. They'll read it on your gravestone. Forget this thing. Italians, get over here. They're attacking. Coming.
Slaughtered by a bunch of watchmen. Seem to be going well for those folks. Squeak, squeak. Don't know what this little counter in the bottom corner is. Oh, sir, I don't like it. Eh? In-mode hold controller. It is. Okay. Photo mode, okay. Yeah, I was kind of hoping there might be an option to set crouch to toggle. Gun. And it does not seem so. Could use the big gun, to be honest. Carefully does it. It's stuck there. Get that door open before I get eaten. Move a little quicker than that, Artyom. Need a bit more. Ooh. Sounds definitely a bit weird. Yeah, help the man. I'm not dead yet. Get these corpses off me? Thanks.
Whoa, it's Artyom. Artyom, what the hell? Is he alright? He's hurt. Come
Fine.
on, stay with us.
Fine.
They're coming back. Attention, people. Oh, look, it's the hero.
Why are the lights off? It's nighttime at the station.
Don't worry. I told you.
I got it. Open up. Go.
Apparently got nibbled a little bit. So it would seem.
Looks like Artyom's been on another one of his mad trips up top. Poor kid. He got into 120 explosions at D6.
Where to now?
Left, across the square. Hey, Damir, do you think the Colonel knows what Artyom been up to here?
How am I supposed to know? Ask him yourself. He radioed from the ring, said he'd be here tomorrow. Hey, you, leave him alone.
I killed him myself with my slingshot. Let him learn to stand up for himself. How else can he hope to survive in the natural?
Rise and shine, people.
Hang in there, Artyom. You're gonna get a fresh dose of Spartan blood now.
Lovely. Wakey wakey. Hello there.
Artyom,
Ah,
you awake? It's okay. The doctor said you'll be fine. Are you trying to kill me with worry? What if next time you don't return from the surface? There's no one out there, Artyom. No one to find, no one to talk to. If there was, don't you think they'd be here already? We've talked about this again and again. You have to accept it. There's only us.
Colonel. Hello, Alex.
See.
There you are, you stubborn fool. How many times are we going to have this conversation? I don't care if you kill yourself over this silly dream of yours. But don't you see what you're doing to my daughter? Your wife?
Dad, please.
Well,
The order is
guess that went all right for him then.
battle for D6, but you leave. People need you, and you pursue your selfish obsession. But now this shit has to stop. There's only Metro, nothing else. And the Order is here to defend it. Because if not us, then who?
I think they switched voice actors.
So, get ready to go. Then, we'll discuss your transfer to police. Come, we need to talk.
I'll get the doctor. Artyom, please. Promise me this was the last time. I'll see you
Somehow I
later.
don't think so. Of his legs? Whose? Artyom's?
Artyom, we managed to bring
More
you
interested in
back
her
from the
legs.
brink, but people are giving you their blood, which could save so many wounded, and you keep bringing it back irradiated. Don't you think that is unfair? Let me put it this way. I can't promise I'll be able to bring you back next time.
Where are my shoes?
They sure are. I cannot remember the last time I saw a bunch of healthy and fit people down here.
Yeah, me neither. It's a shame they spend so much time on the surface.
Well, sadly, it's their job.
Well, job or no job, if they keep doing that. Artyom, just try to take better care of yourself, huh? Even if you find someone else out there, they probably have their own troubles.
Probably
So
true.
what would contacting them even accomplish? Besides, I remember we used to receive signals from the outside pretty frequently soon after the bombs fell. But not for a long time now. Doesn't that tell you anything? Ah well, it's your life.
Artyom, I understand how you feel, but you're not always going to save the Metro single-handedly. Why
Sure
keep
about
looking
that?
for a solution alone? Your friends from the Order came to your help again. The Colonel seems to want you back in the unit. Why waste your time in our farming station or out there looking for ghosts? If Sparta wanted me, I'd join in a heartbeat. In any case, good luck, Artyom.
Well,
Job or no
good
job.
to know the general badassery is appreciated.
Well, not everyone can stand being cooped up down here.
And why not? It's what's kept us alive up to now.
Don't worry. I believe
And how
you.
long do you think that's going to last? How many kids are there in the station? In the whole...
There's a flashing light over it. What's this? I'm about to go deaf. I better sort that. Somehow, I don't think this game is going to be any less scary without audio. Yeah.
Metro, who will be left here in 10 years?
10 years? We'll be lucky if we make it halfway there. No antibiotics, no suture thread. Which is why we can't afford to have our best fighters taking unnecessary risks. What will we do now the Spartans come down with radiation poisoning like Artyom and the Nazis try something? That's exactly why they go up there. They know we can't solve anything by hiding in our holes. No, the stores are running out. There's fewer of us and more of the mutants. Waiting for you to keep getting larger, stronger, and smarter. What do you mean we can't? They will crush us. Sure, there's no
Dad, I won't come back without Artyom. And he... Yes, I know if he's spending so much...
Time to get in there.
Oh, I can't believe my eyes. Artyom, you're all right. You gave us a sneak, brother. Artyom, how are you, friend?
Jeez, you're quite the spudhead.
Gentlemen, give way. This calls for a celebration.
Artyom, a few more scars and you will be completely irresistible to any woman. Speaking of which, how are the nurses in the hospital, huh?
You just stop crowding him. Welcome back, Artyom.
Privyet, Darth.
All right, you're all dismissed. I give you 2 hours.
High five. Miller gets one in the face.
Oh, it's official. I knew it. So I brought something.
And here we go again.
Please, let's not repeat the last
Hold
time.
on, Artyom.
Here comes the vodka. I would assume. Week later. Jesus, that's quite the bender.
And? More of nothing? Artyom, the only thing I can hear is that Geiger counter ticking.
That's fine. Got a beastie.
Why, yes. And there's also those damn things. Calling all the time. Let's go home, dear.
Gonna have very
please.
cold ears up there in that weather without like a bit more covering
Don't
up, I
you
would think.
I'd also love to live on an ocean beach or in a green forest. But what good are these fantasies in a silent world? Silent, Artyom? Because it's dead.
We'll see.
We took our time. Time to replace our filters. Move it. We don't need any extra radiation, darling.
So, all I've got right now is my AK. But
Father will kill me if he finds out I went up with you. Twice if he learns we've been to a Hansa off-limit zone. Have you been to all these ruins? See all the destruction. And Moscow had the best anti-air defenses in the country. If this is how it looks now, imagine how the rest of the world looks.
in better days. You're having a hunt around though.
Had to scare a demon away. It was getting too comfortable here.
Demons, okay, that's what they're called. Right, new notes. July 6th, 2013. Oh, the year the bombs dropped. Too late, sure, went to buy food. I was going to roll a chair into the balcony and have some fresh air, but when the civil defence broadcast started, crowds outside, everyone's running. Whew. Missiles are flying, flashes, blinding me even with the curtains down. I still see green spots everywhere. Hope Shura made it to the metro. Thought I was done for, but it looks like I still have some time. It's night and the streets are empty and silent, but just sirens blaring everywhere, and there's this green fog everywhere. It is fluorescent. Or is it just my eyes? Phone's dead, radio too. Sure, my dear, I pray you're alright. I don't feel very good, very weak. Goodbye. Like the red's got to him.
Look, maybe you should come back to the Order. We'll move to Polis. Dad says he'll arrange a flat for us. Because if not us, then who? A flat with a kitchen and a shower.
That sounds nice.
Let's go in turns here. It's not stable enough. Your turn now.
That sounded like it was going to go belly up. Hey, right. Whew. Okay. Also hide GUI. Text. Overlay. I don't know if there's an actual button to take the picture, but seems like there is. Still, that works. Nice. Trouble, all right. Seeing a red dot. Not low profile, which is quite cool.
Did you hear that?
Yep.
Did they get you? No? Good.
Yeah, I'm good. Good. Had to go, but I'm good.
And decided to ambush us. The beasts are getting smarter. Let's pick up the pace. Now the whole area knows we're here.
Yeah, I just want to have a quick shift here, make sure there's nothing interesting around here. Waste not, want not, and all that. Much.
Hear that? It's a pack. Just what we need.
I'll be fine.
A draw. We're lucky the mutants hate each other as much as they hate us. I really don't get why this zone is off limits to stalkers. The radiation and beasts are nothing special. So, the pack is here. So, do we turn this place into Thermopylae, or do we let them pass?
We let them go.
Wait it out.
We can.
Looks like that was all of them. I'm glad they didn't notice us. That was a large pack.
Yeah.
Oh, is this why the zone is off limits? I mean, if all the packs here are like that.
That's him being a silent protagonist is... I know a lot of people are into that sort of thing, but I kind of feel like this conversation would be a bit more interesting if there was more than one side to it. Yes. Figured out photo mode already. We've got some cool stuff occurring, but quite cool enough to make it worth a picture.
Damn, too high. Hey, Artyom, help me get up there.
Turn leg up. Mind the icicles.
Come up now.
Oh, great idea. Drop a car. It's going to be really subtle.
Did you hear that, Artyom? Something like, at least it was far away.
I didn't hear anything. Do see res.
Blizzard. Can't see a thing. Or hear. Let's switch to radios.
I'm going to swap the filter, but I don't know how to swap the radius.
Artyom, are you seeing it? I'm not just imagining things, right?
That's a train going through, alright.
A train. A damn train on the surface. Where?
Begs the question how, if everybody's dead, doesn't it?
Shit, what do we do, Artyom? Should we catch up with it? Look! It's our guys from the Order! Looks like they're chasing that train too. Let's join them.
Like a plan?
How did you guys get here? Did you see that thing out there?
We sure did. Come on, get in.
Never going to chase if you take this long about it. Need to move a lot faster than that. Those are not Spartan Rangers, are they? That didn't go well.
You should have checked first, assholes. Artyom, thank God. These people, they're Hansa, not the Order. Assholes. They did a number on you. Well, Dad will rip them a new one for
What's
that.
going on in this Moscow of yours anyways?
Of yours? You're putting this like you're not from here.
We aren't. Our village is about 200 kilometers from here.
What village? You're not from Moscow?
Just a regular village. We came here to find the boy's father. Left for Moscow about a year ago and never came back. But then we got caught by these here.
You mean there's life outside?
Why wouldn't there be any? Sure, there are lots of bad places and lots of beasts around, but we still get by.
Artyom, you were right. People really do live out there. We didn't know.
Story delivery could be a little bit better.
Survivors. God, we'll tell the whole metro about this.
Now, first we've got to get away from these guys.
Hey, you people drove us halfway to nowhere.
They can handle it.
At least give them their masks back.
Alright, I think it's you who won't. Well, that's not ideal. Need work on your spatial awareness there, buddy. And Steve? They didn't do a very good job of shooting me though, did they? Clearly. Oh, not dead. No weapons though, so that's suboptimal. Nice. Mind if I do? Awfully like a train going by. Of course it is. Ah. Nice. 25 minutes to do a daily hop. Crikey. I'm a big fan of this transition mechanism, but it does have the controls and the feel of a much older game than it is. Whether that's a deliberate kind of continuity thing or it's something else, I don't know, but audio delay is not great.
Watchmen broke through. Workers are done for.
Keep your weapon trained on the opening. If anything comes through, shoot.
What's that noise?
Snake. Ah! Ladder. Going on here, so we've got an exit that way.
Should send a group there to seal the exit and pick up the remains.
Go that way, I'm probably getting murdered.
The turntable is switching on.
How the turntables something. Gotta do it. Let's be honest, that is a pretty good shot. Teams needed smaller budgets, more time spent, money spent on later areas, 9% of gameplay is due to the original games. Yeah, that does make sense. Just,
Straight for the ravine if you don't shut up.
Now listen, if you come out of here, we won't accept this shit again. Okay?
Animals.
yeah, it's,
How can they? What can I do?
like the weight and the feedbacks isn't quite where you'd expect it to be in a modern game, to be honest.
How did you? Oh my God! It's you. She's been screaming about.
Take that to be a good sign.
Alive. You came for her.
Damn right.
All right.
Leave your missus behind, are you?
I'll help. Finally, I'll be of some use. Okay, they took the girl to the base chief for interrogation. I can't take you to the main entrance. Too many guards. But we may sneak in from the back. Let's go. Don't rush, though. If they notice you, we're both done for. Wait. You'd better not walk into the light. Let's do it this way. You sneak to the lighting panel and disable it while I distract them.
You threw your bout of conscience? The hell is happening? You fucking breaker again.
Looks like they didn't finish the repairs at the generator, Sergeant.
Sanya, go tell the workers. Have them check.
Think we're okay?
Don't rush.
So you can use your head after all.
Move crouched. It's quieter that way.
Yes, I'm familiar with the basic sneaking mechanic in every game ever.
Try sneaking to it now. Just stay out of the light, please. Stay close to the wall.
Yermak, is that you? What are you mumbling? Come here and help me fix this.
Yes, sir. Got me already.
Come on, come on. Fixing this should be nothing for you.
Yeah, I kind of get the idea of wanting to keep the vibe as much as possible and the feel of the originals. But you'd think here that in the gap. But yeah, I feel like that's probably not the train. You'd think they'd kind of.
Wait. You'll have to take him down. Can you do it quietly?
Sorry, a lot of stuff going on here. Yeah, I feel like that. I'm kind of surprised they didn't try and modernise it a little bit. Or a little bit more. I'm sure they have done to a certain extent.
Yeah.
Turn that light off. Let's go.
Okay.
Wait a moment. Wait. Great. Now throw it.
Probably something with C. I also don't know where I want to throw it either.
Noise distracts him.
Oh, I see. There he is.
Throw the can to distract the guard.
Fucking did, but he won't turn around. Throw the can to distract the guard. Guard is not interested in can.
Wait a moment. Wait. He's looking this way, and we need to get to that door.
Great. Now throw it. I hope the noise distracts him. Well done. Let's go. Come.
Apparently I can't open the door.
Go through. Come on. This system supplies air for the command center. Good luck to you.
Your worst nightmare, you ugly fucker. Oh, they're unconscious. Cool.
Oh my god! You're alive! Alive!
Yep. All good.
Are you hurt? Hunter's badge? It stopped the bullet!
Of course it did. Oh, that's probably not good. Can you ventilate the motherfucker?
Morons! We are at war! One death won't be enough for you now. You
What is this equipment?
This is a universal broadband radio jammer.
What?
It stops Moscow from hearing anyone. And them from hearing us. Shit. This fucking sucks.
Well, interesting.
Do you hear that, Artyom?
Why the fuck are these bellends jamming everything?
You were right all along. Do you see?
Yeah, it looks like you got people in a lot of places.
It's not just Russia out there. It's the whole world. Oh my god. What for?
Manchester, apparently.
And you behave like fucking kids.
All the guards will be here soon. Damn.
I'm with him. I'm with you.
Yeah, he kind of is.
You have to run.
But first, I'm going to read this. Outgoing, top secret. Lieutenant Colonel Rayliv, head of supply depot. In reply to your request from 2003, I can report that the number of personnel at the external perimeters radio jamming station is, as of 102, 4,786 people, 3,857 of which are special guard detail personnel to be supplied with extra means of individual protection, 723 maintenance workers, and 206 command personnel. Deputy Head Special Department Major Stronin.
Come on, Artyom.
Is this yours? They just left it sitting there. We must get out before they recover.
Torch, knife, pistol.
Guards!
Good.
You have to go sneak through the courtyard. Take the door the guards are coming through. Here, quick!
Yeah, they said, Steve.
Let's go.
Who are you?
Andrei Ivanovich Yermak, the train engineer. Run now. Just get to that hangar, then go to the ring. I'll get you out of here. They know me, so I'll get them.
Yeah.
Why are you helping us, Andrei Ivanovich?
I had... I guess I'll tell you later. I hope. Be careful.
War still going. I'm not quite sure how it could be, but I guess that'll explain soon enough.
Can't really see well with the snowstorm.
You're supposed to be a badass sniper, you'll be fine.
Visibility gauge, Artyom.
If you don't move too fast and don't come out into the light, you'll be harder for them to notice.
She's going up there, guess I'm not. Not really the way I would like my guns to be organised, but okay.
Artyom, incoming, 2 of them. I'll give you some cover from above.
Ability not spectacular. That might have been a poor choice.
It's on, covering you. Down.
What I'm curious about, I think I made a bad call there. See, whether or not this game has like, ah crap, I'm out of ammo. Okay, our plan is not going to work. Let's take that again from the last loading point. Yeah, I'm curious about whether or not this game, like the last two, had alternate endings based on how many people you killed.
Don't turn your flashlight on either, they could notice. Artyom, incoming, 2 of them. I'll give you some cover from above.
And nobody noticed. He does. Yes, there's front lines where you're going to get shot at with a good gun, and back lines where you're not going to get shot at with a bad gun that you're not going to have to use. Seem all that bright, to be honest. Good night, sweet prince. We can hear them, they can hear us. We're in no state to handle being attacked by them. I assume that's the vibe, that's the answer logic for jamming signals and stuff, but yeah, the fact that they knew this whole time and nobody else did is weird.
Attention! The command center came under enemy attack. The attackers are assumed to still be on the base territory.
Artyom, I'm changing position.
All unauthorized persons are to be fired upon immediately. Civilian personnel movement is prohibited until further
Well
notice.
done. You're almost at the hangar. Smooth sailing from
Attention!
here.
The jamming system is coming back online.
I plan to continue jamming. Because I think we're not going to get away. We're going to get... Yeah, I think we're not going to get away and nobody's going to realise what's going on. Presumably.
Great job, Artyom.
And we're in.
We're inside. You can take the mask off, Artyom. Now we have to find Yermak.
How do I take my gas mask off? I don't know how to do it. Controls, keyboard. Tree. G. This is a suppressed one with a better sight on it. Cool. Still only got like three shots. Okay, so that's the same. Just checking. I thought the other one might have had more shots in the mag, but... Oh. Drum, chamber, whatever. But there. Nice. Out in cans. Missed a whole bunch of notes apparently, not too surprised. To all personnel of the SHIELD Project Special Guard Detail, in recent years there has been a notable increase in the number of attempts to breach our defences by spies and enemy agents belonging to previously uncommon demographics. Women, old people, teenagers. This serves to prove the utmost efficiency of Special Detail's defence efforts, leaving the enemies no chance of ever achieving the goals of mapping our defence perimeter and carrying out sabotage by employing standard tactics. For that reason, all members of Special Guard Detail personnel must carry out their duties responsibly and never falter in applying special measures to any and all enemy agents detained. Remember, enemy is resourceful and deceitful, enemy is desperate enough to throw large reserves into battle, still enemy resources are still vast, and the cornered rat is only more dangerous. That doesn't sound like fanaticism. I don't know what does. Two-player based morality endings. Positive and negative morality not only dependent on how many people you kill, they do good things, get good points, do bad things, get bad points. Sense? I admit, it's not a system I really like in Great. Where is he?
Artyom, try going down that ladder ahead. Just be careful.
See a ladder anywhere? That ladder, I think. There's no real indicator of where I need to go. I've just kind of got to work it out the old-fashioned way, haven't I?
Group A, report your status.
What the hell is this? Gotta tell maintenance.
Group D, continue continue patrolling the hangar. Group A, check the courtyard and generator room. Communications were lost there.
Damn, how many guards does it have?
One less.
Now I'll be stuck here for at least a week longer. It's been over a month already. And I feel like shit. I should see the doctor. You should tell the major. It might be time for your transfusion. Transfusion, my ass. That's to the office.
Where we were before.
Group D, redeploy to the wind turbine zone.
Aha, you can sneak ahead. No need to play heroes for a change. Let's wait till they walk off.
I repeat, Group D redeploy to the wind turbine zone immediately. Group B is under heavy attack from Watchmen.
We're on high alert. Civilians aren't allowed to just walk around now. Does that mean you're going to ready the train for me?
What's the matter with you today? Why do you even want to do that now? You only had an outing planned for tomorrow, and it's bound to be cancelled now. Just stay put for now. We'll have to have a long talk later about breaking the rules.
Did you ever have a chance to relax like this before? I don't think so. Not getting shot at sure is nice for a change.
Sure it is. How about getting punched? Eh, that's the same.
Artyom, get to Yermak.
Hang on. Doesn't really matter, does it?
Sprint to Yermak, Artyom.
Nice. Good. Now my silenced revolver is on 1, and my assault rifle is on 2, which is more like where it should actually be.
Am I glad to see you here?
How are you, Danny? All right? Evening, guy.
I'm fine, thank you. All right. We don't have much time. They'll be back. I'll go to the
I have no doubt.
It should be ready now.
What are we doing?
And switch the turntable mechanism on. And please, be careful. We could easily have the whole base on us.
Yeah.
More guards, get them.
Ah, shit. Cheers, huh? Got massacred. Ooh, my thumb's all a bit weird.
More guards, get them.
I see the enemy! In the pass, over there!
Huh? I'll say the number of YouTube videos I've seen recently commenting on how there he is. Take it that doesn't count then. commenting on how oversized iron sights often are. God, that fucking flashes a lot, innit? Yeah, commenting on how oversized iron sights often are in games for, you know, sake of making it easier to see what's going on and stuff. This one does seem to have tighter iron sights than usual. Look at that. That's pretty impressive. I think I was commenting on other aspects of the graphics earlier. One thing that is quite interestingly accurate. Yeah, I'll sneak see if any of these guys got a better gun, better version of the gun than the one I've currently got. Doesn't look like. Well, that one could be.
Turn the turntable on.
If they've got filters and stuff. Alright. Ready now. Oh, there they are. Well, we're fine.
That was intense.
It's not exactly far. It's like twice your height. It's not a long drop.
There's a manual drive on the platform. It's hard to
Artyom.
It's just a little bit. You now.
Yeah, that's Jesus, the hell's exploding? The muzzle flare is a bit challenging, to be honest, which I suppose it probably would be. Oh, nice work, Anna.
More guards. Get them.
Where? Not actually. A little spray and pray there.
Help me out here, Artyom.
Yeah, just give me a minute, Anna.
Come here, Artyom.
This dead fella doesn't have any extra ammo on him. So I was doing a bit of spray and pray.
Just a little. Yes.
Oh no, it's the Force!
Come on. Yes.
Come here, quick! You're going to ram the gate!
It's above the restaurant. The seals might be damaged.
Yeah, probably. We nicked their train. It's one way out of it. Gas lamp flying around like that. Ooh, that's not good.
Roger that, base. Over. Alright, shoot these two. And as for the engineer...
Well, that didn't go very well, did he?
Don't you dare give me limp, soldier. Here, the Colonel will give you a piece of his mind now. Colonel, sir, we have a situation...
Ah! Now this time we've actually been...
It's us! Help us!
What the hell? Artyom, what are you doing here? Talk about surprise. Colonel, this will mean court-martial for all of you.
right, everyone, shut
The hell?
up! I can't believe this. Just can't. Shit!
So this is true? You're working for them? The bastards shot Artyom!
Quiet! How did you end up here? It doesn't matter. You have no idea what you just stuck your heads in. We've no moves left. Hansa can't take this line down. The Watchers won't let
No, I won't be quiet! What is this jammer for? Why are they hiding the fact that Moscow didn't survive alone? There, in the ravine, there are people from other cities dead! All of them! Women, children!
I'll tell you all later. Everything. Gramps, what's going on out there? Down this road?
The road is fine, at least until 100 click mark.
Is there a safe place to stop nearby?
Of course. We have to make haste though. They called the cruiser.
All right, gentlemen. Artyom and Anna have just made a huge mess, and they can't go back to Moscow now. The wartime legislation dictates they'd be killed. In any case, I have to get them out of town until it all blows over. But you all should stay. Hear me, Major? My people are in no way related to
It's not my
this
call, and you know it.
misunderstanding.
Well,
at the
I'll
jam.
fight for the guys no matter what. Of course. Artyom, Anna, they are with us.
leaves no one behind.
All right, Spartans. Throw these overboard and full steam ahead.
Come with me, Artyom. Let's catch the mayor. I'm so glad the boys supported us. It looks like my father didn't say a word to them about this either. We spent 20 years in Metro, thinking the rest of the world was burnt to a crisp in the war. But they just circled Moscow with those jammers, and we were none the wiser. How perfect of them!
Can't open. I can take a screenshot here, but I can't.
Well, you
Thankfully, Red Hood took something away to Nick Terrains, yeah.
My father just kept lying. Lying to you, to me, to everyone. The whole fucking world. And not even batting an eye.
It's the only train from the sound of that. Ooh. That's a big bad looking train. That's considerably more badass than this junk I'm on. Looks more like the, oh shit, the one that Sean Bean had in Goldeneye.
That was just a warning. If you do not comply, we will shoot to kill.
That was a warning?
And look at all the machine guns.
Happy now? Is this what you were hoping
How is
for?
this his fault? You knew everything and never said
Stop the engine immediately.
How's about this? I'll get over there. I'll fuck everybody up.
Just a scratch.
Okay, stop. But I must warn you, our brakes are not in great condition. Yermak, start slowing down. Let them think we are surrendering.
Finally some good sense. Now, keep braking to a stop.
Yeah, get me over there and I'll get in and...
Not enough explosives. Unless we put everything we have in their firebox. Please, let me do it, Colonel, sir.
I will be appointing the volunteers here. Our team will do it.
Guess he doesn't think much of his son-in-law.
And he better do something about it. Artyom, leap over as soon as we slow down. I will distract him in the meantime.
Daddy-in-law not very happy.
Is that you, Yakov?
Yes, so cut this shit, Miller. There's nowhere to go. You've never been out here. We have.
We weren't going to go far, just out of town for a bit till the excitement quiets down. And you just opened fire. Will you let us go if we stop?
I have to detain you and bring you back to face trial. You do understand the charges you're facing, right? Desertion. Treason.
Are you fucking kidding me? Me? A traitor?
You tell me. Where are you taking that train, huh? On a simple joyride? No. I see only one answer. You've been bought and you're running back to your masters.
So the verdict has already been passed. We won't even see a trial.
Cut that shit out. What are you carrying, man? Defense plans? You want to buy yourself a seaside retirement without life, you damn cripple?
Plans? Treason? We have served you people without question for years. We have spilled our blood for the cause.
You sold out. They destroyed us and you...
I have been a soldier my whole life. I have dedicated my life to my people, my country. But I'll be damned if I give it to parasites like you.
There's nothing around. Damn, you are great. There are lots of things around we are just not supposed to go.
Can't say it was part of the plan, but guess it didn't really come this way after all. Oh, there's a note there. Commonwealth Stations of the Ring Line, Treasury. Lieutenant Colonel Tubman, Special Mobile Strike Force Commander. Colonel, I've confirmed the emergency remittance of 6,000 milgrade 762 rounds in 200 round belts as per requisition form number there. You've submitted, but I must remind you of the imminent consequences should this transaction not result in a resounding success. Your operations, although not devoid of a certain flair thus far tending to be reviewed favourably, have been a consistent strain on a budget. The present remittance is an overdraft allowed only due to the credit of trust your record has granted you, and will be scrutinised up at the nearest board meeting. I hope you understand this time you positively must produce a satisfactory return on this investment. Safe side. John fully stocked. I will be appointing the volunteers. Yeah, I thought that was quite an entertaining line too. When I get a second to breathe. So I was going to say, Steve, I'm fine with the morality system. I just think in a game that is predominantly FPS based, tying the morality system to how many goons you shoot is probably not the play.
Get ready to hit the brakes. No! Artyom, keep going. This just got serious.
What the? Brake! Hit the brake! Stop, you asshole! You motherfucker! Now you've done it! Your wife, your daughter, you'll all be breathing but I grab it all!
Come out, come out.
I'm shooting you personally through your forehead, you damn criminal! Forget our unbeatable target! Make Swiss cheese out of the thing! Fire at will!
Ah, slaughtered. It's really hard to pick them out against the background, isn't it?
What the? Brake! Hit the brake! Stop, you asshole!
Enemy on the train!
You motherfucker! Now you've done it! Your lucky, your daughter, you won't be dreaming more like disaster, but like rabid dogs! A bullet for each of you! I'm shooting you personally through your forehead, you damn cripple! Forget our unbeatable target! Make Swiss cheese out of the thing! Fire as well!
Artyom, come on! They're going to tear us to pieces!
Nah, they're not. Wait a minute. Now you swap for that one. That's an improvement.
Artyom, take the bomb and throw it to the boiler as you can.
Time to go. Adios. To be honest, I think we should have taken their train, but okay. I mean, it's got way more of a GoldenEye vibe to it. Look at it. Way more badass.
Hold on!
Did the job.
Oh my god, Artyom! Thank goodness you're okay!
Yeah, you know, I did have to kind of rise from the dead, but it was fine.
Now we are not just traitors. We are honest-to-God enemy saboteurs.
Your fucking idea, dickhead.
We stopped
You funny
100
man.
clicks from Moscow to check our Geiger counters. The thing is, they are all in the green, as if they're in a conspiracy. Still, this amazing piece of news doesn't really impress anyone that much. The
Gone
guys
south,
are
okay.
all confused as to what to do next. And I'm just waiting for answers. And hoping the commander, whom until recently I trusted implicitly, is going to be extremely persuasive in his reasoning.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, good. I can actually catch up with that. So, yeah, I was going to say, Steve, fine with the morality systems and stuff like that within reason and multiple endings based on that. But, yeah, in a game that's so heavily shooter-based, killing goons and stuff like that being sort of tied to the ending you get and the morality system and stuff, like, it basically forces a certain style of gameplay if you want a certain result, and it's a little bit beyond the fourth wall, kind of. Choices in game that are a bit more roleplay based rather than just, you know, defending yourself. If it's meaning that you don't have to be sneaky, kind of, or a little bit more flexible with your sneaky anyway, is I don't know, it works a little bit better to me. There's leaves you with a few more options in how you want to play, without forcing negative consequences on you if you don't want to play a particular way. So yeah, I think there's okay with it in general, but I don't think they quite pull that off. Yeah, I'm enjoying that. So, kind of getting the vibe. The war is still going on. The survivors in Moscow, the city having been nuked quite solidly, retreated into the metro. And Panzer, who are one of the factions, how they are... I mean, I can't remember the factions like clearly, that's the thing. Like, the Spartan Rangers are theoretically not part of any faction. Then you've got the Reds, the Nazis. Panzer is a particular set of stations, I think. And I think maybe Polis is part of that. I can't remember. I'll have to read up on the background and stuff. But apparently, they deliberately set up jammers shortly afterwards to make you think everybody had died in Moscow and the place was unsurvivable. Kind of, semi is. And then... or to stop anybody outside because the war's still going on from coming and finding them and fucking them up because, yeah, they're not in a position to deal with it, I guess. It's all a bit weird, so here's hoping Miller's explanation as to why he was cool with this is, or at least part of it. Because I feel like the Spartans were not tied to any, well, they were tied to one group, more or less, the people in Polis, which I'm guessing is Hansa, but I don't think it is. I'm not sure. Like, the factions and stuff I'm a little shaky on at the moment. I'll have to review on that, but yeah, why he was agreeing to work with this faction and help keep the secret they were working particularly hard to establish that there were people outside of Moscow still alive. Convince everybody inside Moscow that the whole world was dead is weird. And then now that Artyom's found out the truth and fucked with it a bit, basically they'd kill him to keep the secret, I think is the thing. And Anna as well, which is why he's presumably said, well, we need to get you the heck out of town so that my daughter and son-in-law don't get shot in the back of their head and dumped somewhere so that the secret's kept. And in trying to arrange that, suddenly they got caught on their way out, and now the Hansa folks think that the entire Metro has been betrayed by the Spartans, I guess. So we are getting this out of dodge, or at least our little group is. Sounds like it's not the whole Spartan order. Interesting. I think so Russia would be in the Fallout universe after the bomb dropped. I imagine there will be some similarities. Russia, I think, though, because China's the primary enemy in the Fallout universe, not Russia. It's a bit of a sidestep, isn't it? And I think Russia's gone very belly up years before the 2077. And most of Europe's pretty much been trashed for quite some time prior to America going down the pan and the Great War and stuff. It was, yeah, I think the rest of the world is pretty messed up like this. This whole section in pacifist mode. Interesting. Theft, charity, and conversation choices all count to morality. Yeah, along with murdering people. Will I do the Fallout London mod when it's released? Probably not when it's released, I'm guessing, Danny, based on what I know of the current release date. I know they've just moved it to avoid Starfield, which is a very wise decision, towards the latter part of the year. Depends when it comes out and what's going on at the time. I'm guessing we'll be very, very up to our eyeballs in Starfield at the time, but if I'm not, big if, but we'll see, then I will do it around about launch. If otherwise, it'll probably be early next year, maybe. But yeah, I definitely want to have a look at Fallout London. We have no plan, let's go. Yeah, that sounds about right. Let's find out what's going on. Anyone played Atomic Heart? Nobody who's got any morals, I hope. Well, no, it's an absolute, really.
So to speak, where everybody can help but wonder, what next? Where do we go from here?
Yes, more or less what I expected from you. But you got the picture. So, is your counter functioning? Have you checked it?
Yes, it's all green. Double-checked it. Stepan's in the green too. We don't need masks here.
So...
Nice.
They were telling the truth.
Who was telling the truth? Why won't you answer? Who were those people trying to kill us? Why would they shoot at you, the Order's commander? Explain something, at least. You owe us that.
Well, I might as well drop the bomb now. The war did not end.
What do you mean, did not end?
Let me finish. Most of our cities are destroyed. The rest of the country is probably under enemy occupation. To avoid new nuclear attacks against us, Command chose the only viable course of action: to play dead. To ensure radio silence, the SHIELD system was created. A network of radio jammers covering Moscow and suburbs. So that some radio enthusiasts wouldn't bring more bombs down on our heads by whining on air. And it's one of these jammers that got disabled by the hands of those present here.
Could you not have shared that before? Say, before Artyom took that radio outside and caught all that radiation?
No! I only got briefed half year ago. Under a strict, you talk, you die policy. And then had to tell my people we were securing a weather station.
Sir, with all due respect, if we can't go back, maybe we should advance and move on?
I have an idea, but... Artyom, rather than carrying on with this silent disapproval of yours, check the airwaves. We should be out of the jamming range by now, so give it your best try. Look for transmissions from the Ark. Do you understand now why we are traitors in the eyes of Command? We shut down a jamming station, shot up the guards, destroyed a patrol train, and ran away from Moscow. Who even needs a trial when the case is so clear? There's no way back now. Which means we have to continue moving forward.
Command, what are you talking about?
The Moscow Defense Command. Have you ever heard of the Invisible Watchers?
I have, but they're just an urban legend.
Not at all. They are Command.
Are you sure they care for more than just protecting their asses? You mentioned the Ark. What's that all about?
Artyom finds their signal. You'll figure everything out. Otherwise, there is nothing to talk about.
Do you think finding that Ark of yours is going to fix everything?
I do not. But if you have a better idea, then go ahead.
Yes, I do. We have to find a good place for people from Moscow, like Artyom always wanted.
Giving them all to the enemy? A grand idea.
Yeah, but that's wild speculation.
We solve our problems before moving on
This
to
point.
saving all Moscow. All right. How is it going, Artyom? Found it yet?
No, listen to your conversation. It's interesting.
There's a whole world out here. A world where we could live.
So far, we only know one thing for sure. Radiation levels are nominal. The air is breathable. But what about the rain?
So what? You can't even breathe in Moscow.
So, does anybody live out here? We don't know. How will they treat us? I don't know that either. What would they do if they found out there are survivors in Moscow? Again, I don't know. Keep looking, Artyom. There's got to be a signal.
Intriguing.
But we do know
There
we've
you
been
go.
lied to. For 20 years, we've been lied to. We know they've been killing people.
Collateral damage is inevitable in operations of such scale and secrecy. Yes, people have died, but the bombs killed tens of millions. Yet we are alive.
True.
We stayed alive throughout those years.
Artyom almost got killed. Is he just collateral damage too?
Guess
so.
what? Yes. If you have to choose between the life of a single man, no matter how dear he is to you, and the lives of everybody else, all the dwellers of Metro, then there's nothing to think about. Are you looking for it, Artyom? Come on, do your best.
Would you say the same about me?
And about myself, too. I've spent my whole life protecting the people of Metro. Do you get it?
You get it. You can shut up now, Miller.
Life. And I wouldn't hesitate for a second. I'm prepared to do anything to ensure Metro survives. Even though they'd shoot me on sight if I returned now. It doesn't matter. Too many lives are at stake. Too many lives have already been sacrificed to hesitate now. Too many.
I'm sorry. I didn't want to. I mean, but we have to make up our minds. How will things finish for all of us if we start out lying to each other and arguing?
Wait a moment, what was that?
Restoration committee speaking from the Ark Project base. Everyone who can hear me, everyone's no oil.
Listen, everyone.
Proceed to the rally point. Rally point location is code 1811-79. Area 18-5.
Where was that number supposed
Proceed to
to
the rally point. Rally point
Got it.
location is code
So, it is somewhere around here. The Yamantau Mountain. So, the route from here should go like this. This is our goal.
So, is this what you had in mind?
Yes, this is it. The Ark Project is a whole city underground. Enormous stores, machines, the best experts. It is the Commander General's HQ. All of the country's leaders are there. They have already started the restoration work. We will tell them that
Already? It's been like 20 years or something.
for nothing. Everything
30 years.
Everything. Do you get it? A new life is starting.
20.
All the survivors of the
By the way, are there any single women in that place?
How the fuck's he gonna know? He hasn't been there.
So I think the moment calls for... Bring it out to me.
Bring what out, Colonel? Sir?
That thing that's been sloshing about in your canteen. Do you think I'm deaf or what?
That. Just a moment. I thought my ears were deceiving me.
It's not
More
a
vodka.
to the Urals, so we should make ourselves comfortable, I guess. Let's name this bucket of bolts at the very least, eh?
It's about time.
Let's call her Anna and be done with it.
Now
That'd be
go to
confusing.
hell. Even better.
better.
Not bad. I like it.
Beautiful name.
Sounds okay.
Oh, so that's what I'm talking about with him being crippled. He's got 2 prosthetic legs, which seems surprisingly stable. Considering they were not made using exactly the greatest of tech, I mean.
Hey, Artyom, let's take a look at that map.
All right, we had a round. That should be enough. You're back.
1 round, enough. Ha!
Wow, that's some distance. I wonder how long it will take.
How long?
How are you, Alyosha?
Resume your journey or continue exploring the train. I think I'm going to continue exploring the train.
You're okay? Because I know you.
Just so you know, scars.
Important updates. Firstly, where's the light?
So, dear Moses, can you feel how sweet the air is without the mask? Or not just sweet, so many shit.
Alright. Huh. Fuck you.
A weird feeling, eh, my friend? I remember you.
We did have to leave in the train that's a little bit beaten up. We couldn't have nabbed the highly armoured beast of a train and gone riding around in that. No, we got to have the old banger, haven't we?
There's definitely a lot of those up ahead.
I don't need a lot, really. It's quality that matters.
Artyom, a couple of words.
Yeah, but they're alright, I suppose. Have a cigarette, okay, fair enough.
Artyom, what's done is done. Yes, I didn't...
Made out of what exactly?
Yes, I tried to talk you out of it. Yes, I didn't tell you were not the only ones to survive. But even I didn't have the clearance. Not back then. This is a state secret. Do you understand? I've been granted clearance only after a fight to protect the D6. They said they needed me to teach their recruits because the war was still on. Don't you think I was shocked? What did our people in D6 die for? What did I lose my legs for? But I understood. Because the war was still on. Security was paramount. Our people would have understood. So please, do the same.
If the people would have understood, you'd have told them.
You're a goddamn Prometheus, a messiah. You must lead the people out of the caves. Do you think you would have saved anyone? Remember that jammer? What if Moscow has been found out because of you? What if there are missiles inbound?
Well, if you'd been a bit more open about it,
No matter what they think,
wouldn't have got shot up. Instead of trying to prevent him from finding out.
I'm ready to bear full responsibility for everything. But if there is even the smallest chance to earn my pardon, I will take it.
Wise-ish.
Like a runner that tripped. Need to keep running ever faster just to keep balance. And don't dare you trip us all over again. Am I understood? I hope I am. Anyway, at least now we know where to run. So, go back inside and take a look at the map. Our route is pretty obvious now.
The Fourth Reich Commonwealth of Stations, which is Hansa, Polis is the heart of Moscow, Rangers elite troopers, Red Lines are the Reds, also Watchers, that goes back to 2035. 2035 is when this one is set. 34 was Last Light, 33 was the original. So Hansa and Polis presumably then being the capital of Hansa and the Commonwealth of Stations, I guess, there. Is that what we're getting at? Hence why the Spartan Rangers are elite troops of Hansa, I guess. Okay, fair enough. Oh, that's what you were talking about. I thought you meant Artyom's leg, Steve. The armored beast of train got blown up by one guy with a bomb. Yeah, but a bomb inside. The armor's designed to keep explosions and stuff from getting in from the outside. It's not. It's designed to be strong that direction, not strong that direction. So, blowing out the engine would still do it. The other bang looked like any other dead train when it's stationary. That's true. Or more like it, anyway, yeah.
It seems to me, whether it was intended or not, that our colonel now has a goal to strive for because of you. We all remember the way you fought back in D6, so no matter what lies ahead, we're with you. You can count on us. Yeah, yes. As for me, I'm running a little inventory check.
We got tackle.
Kind of cramped in here.
To head of Shield Project Railroad Department. Railway State Survey report. Having conducted a Railway State Survey as per your order, I can report that beyond the defence perimeter, the railway is in condition ranging from acceptable to good, thus presenting a security threat by providing a convenient way for the enemy to transport and supply their agents. On the other hand, within defence perimeter, the railway is worn down beyond an acceptable state and could lead to complete halt of train movement along most used lines in the nearest future, putting defensibility of Moscow in grave danger by disrupting our lines of supply and reinforcement transportation. Considering aforementioned, I hereby request that all available maintenance crews are sent to work on repairing the most damaged sections of critically important lines, using rails and cross ties from the lines beyond the 101 kilometre mark from the centre of Moscow, thus at the same time effectively denying the enemy use of the railways into the city. Yeah, I kind of get where you're going up for there.
So that's all the instruments we get, and everything else will be within arm's reach. With no workbench, you just lose small components. We'll use this place to work on the weapons, cleaning, oiling, keep out of everybody's way, and keep them from messing with my stuff. Well, we'll have to take turns, of course, but we'll manage. So, if you find any weapons you'd like to keep, I'll store them for you here on the Aurora, and you can come back to exchange them. You'll get them back in their best shape ever. Don't you doubt. Boy, have I cleaned and oiled a lot of weapons in my life. Factory and homemade too. Some of those were just amazing. So unusual. So, if you have any weapon-related questions, I'm your man.
Yeah, I get the gist. You going to keep rabbiting?
They are like girls. They need attention.
Yes, he's going to keep rabbiting. To no useful end as well.
So, how did you like that fresh air? Out of this world, isn't it?
It's not bad. Definitely not bad.
About where we're headed next. I'm sorry, I interrupted.
It's all right. Don't worry. There's not much left to tell. A few days later, I was coming back from a run. Stopped the train, went and found those people. Soon I understood I saw that ravine. Fed me the usual lies about the spies and whatnot.
Did you believe them?
Well, it sure seemed safer to believe. But then, I just couldn't keep the charade up. Then the security officer told me straight. Whoever you speak to, dies. The whole station dies with him if need be. So, that's how it went. But when I saw
Yep,
you,
they are somewhat mad bastards.
I knew I wasn't alone anymore.
After all those years in the underground, the air of the surface seemed incredibly fresh, intoxicating. But that was not what had caused the crew's euphoria. Our journey finally got a definite purpose provided by the transmission from the government bunker in the Urals. For 20 years we thought that neither the government nor military high command had survived. Turns out they're still around. Where were they? while we were eating each other alive in the metro.
Leaving
We'll
you
have a
dead,
lot of
apparently.
questions for them once we reach Yamantau. If we reach it. The ruins of our country are under enemy control, according to Miller. And we'll have to fight through to our goal.
Pure
A
speculation.
small team against the occupation armies? What are the chances that we'll succeed? That we'll get some answers?
All he said was the place got bombed. All he knows is that Moscow got bombed. The area around it seems reasonably okay. Speculatory, in courtesy of the bombing and the retreat of the armies and the high command and government and stuff. That the country or most of it is therefore going to be under occupation, but with no actual evidence to back this up. Not least of all that the only people who tried to get anywhere near Moscow are a handful of individuals, sound of things, rather than actual forces. So it's a bit, unconfirmed at this point. I mean, in reality, whether or not it's supposed to be taken that way, I don't know, but my interpretation may be a bit more literal than they intended.
Anything off yet, darling?
Or
Let's warm you
critical,
up a
perhaps.
bit.
You've gotten a lot nicer,
What do
Anna.
you think our chances of getting to Yamantau alive are? It's the only thing on my father's mind. How to earn his forgiveness, get back to Metro and his old life, the life you had always been running from. And to think,
Getting back to his old life
I never
doesn't
believed
seem
you.
worth it.
And now I'm looking at this fog, thinking it could actually be hiding our new life from us. By the way, we should be approaching the bridge soon. Damn it! A campfire! People! There are people there! Hit the brakes!
They are not very happy people, and they seem to be trying to block the derailers. Looks like they may have succeeded.
Shots fired! 4 bogies on a trolley!
All hands, report to the bridge. On the
Give me 1 second, folks. BRB. Well, at least the in-game sound kept going for you. Something, anyway. Sorry about the interruption there, folks. I have returned. Minor crisis in the hallway. When I say minor, I mean a fucking humongous eight-legged crisis in the hallway. Massive bar stool he was. Absolutely humongous. So, yeah. Getting on for about as large as they get over here, for those who are not UK bound. It was pretty hefty. So, yeah. Had to go looking for a very big glass, basically the biggest glass I could find to actually get the thing in, because it was so fucking huge. And then got like one of those big A4 sized cardboard Amazon packages. Well, the packaging, I mean. So we got an ordinary thin piece of card under the glass, and then I was like, well, that ain't gonna fucking do. That's not got anywhere near enough strength. A slight bit of bend in that, and the bugger is going to be trying to get out. So yeah, slid the massive Amazon package underneath the small bit of card, and transferred onto that so that we could actually get the fucker out. But yeah, bastard that big. Better be paying fucking rent if he wants to hang out in my hallway. Anyway, I believe we were being ambushed, weren't we? Presumably because there are trains still rocketing around the country, and the survivors out in the countryside are like, well, that's an opportunity to get supplies and stuff. So.
Artyom, you should probably get to the bridge.
Yeah, probably, but I have numerous questions. Yeah. Top of the list, seeing it conveniently. It's not allowing me to... This is basically... There we go. Because I can't currently... I don't think... Yeah, you can see that. The camera mode thing's greyed out. So I can't switch to the version that allows me to actually move the camera around. This is what I've got. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's pretty, but I would like a little bit more flexibility, please, and thank you. How are you feeling? Yeah, monstrous motherfucker, I think would be a good word. My better half required some assistance with.
Are you alright, Artyom?
No, never heard that term myself, Steve.
No, we're stuck. Oh, shit.
Damn frog. Seems we ran through someone's roadblock.
Yeah, should have been going slower.
They were wearing rags.
Just some old farts.
Old farts, huh? That's just the perimeter guard. They could have put anyone there, even women and children.
Do you really think we found them, Colonel?
Well, we
No.
can't be sure. I was expecting to run into them much earlier. The trolley is headed towards the bridge. Some fortifications there. This looks peaceful. A village and a church on the water.
What little I know of the game, it ain't gonna be.
Artyom, I put a mark on your map. Get there and find out what you can about that bridge.
Conveniently got a map of the area.
Anna, you cover him.
Yes, sir.
May I go with Artyom too? As backup?
No. Until we figure out our situation, you are not to take a step away from the Aurora. These two can handle themselves just fine.
Let's go,
Yeah.
Artyom.
When can you get the Aurora running again? I don't know yet. Gotta check on that cylinder, but a full day at least. I see. Get to it then.
Right. So what I got here is the area map.
Defensive action. Stepan, Damir, get the perimeter. I'm on
Yes, sir.
Duke, I need you to recon the immediate area.
Got that, sir.
Okay, get down with this.
Yes, sir.
First settlement we've met so far. Find out who lives there. Shot at us and what's behind the bridge. Going with Anna. Watch out for her too. So apparently the settlement is sort of
Wait, am I not
in front and to the left.
Tell you if it was the case, Sam. Now cut the chatter.
Okay. Interesting, Mr. Bond. Hope you're doing well. Anyway, feeling?
Model, a portable workshop, so to speak. The manual is inside.
Portable workshop in a backpack. Okay, so
Doesn't
crafting
come
on the
with
go.
crafting materials though, so keep an eye out for those.
Let's move out, Artyom.
Just be careful out there.
Sure thing. I gotta say, that was one flimsy roadblock.
And those guys, well, they didn't look like army men at all.
Just old men.
Just some villagers.
Remember, most of the country has been destroyed or
Now the camera moves. Cool. And look at that. Artyom magically disappears.
occupied. Even those who speak our language might be enemies, by conviction or out of fear. Got it?
Yep.
Do you hear that bell? We must have given them a good scare.
I rather think we did, yes.
Enslaved or something. Going down.
Getting back up's going to be the problem. Yeah, and this whole kind of, they might serve the enemy, they might be enslaved, but the place might be enemy territory now. I get the feeling that's probably not how things have panned out, and actually they're just, you know, desperate survivors. And this war that is supposedly still going on is not going on anywhere near as much as they think it is.
Could you check it out?
There are many things I wish to check out. There's one of them. Yeah, maybe that was a bit bad. Probably shouldn't be rude. Ah, it's his wife, it's fine.
Artyom, don't wander off.
What do you mean don't wander off? How the fuck else am I supposed to get cool pictures and such?
What would you do if some beast came and ate your wife?
There's only one beast that's going to be eating his wife. Beast be called Artyom. Tries to keep the flies and the corpses down. Too many bleeding legs. Just in case. Flies? Don't mind if I do. So, instruction manual is inside the bag. Try to check the instruction manual. Nada. I to craft survival. Hold I to craft survival consumables and customize your weapons. Okay, this is probably not the place to be doing that. So it's dark in here and I can't really see what's going on, so I'm going to continue to explore a little bit. Now we're out of that beginning section, I actually feel like the game's going a bit more, but writing does seem to be struggling a teensy bit. Medkits. Crafting cost 5. So what have I got? I've got 20, whatever the heck those are, parts, and sort of metallic parts and chemical parts, I suppose. So I've got enough to actually craft those. Gas mask, 10 and 30, suppose. Says I haven't got, or maybe red means I have. Does that make sense? 10 and 30, got enough there, but I haven't. Yeah, okay, so grey means I don't. What about modding my weapons? Because there's certain things that I definitely would like to be able to do right now. This bad boy is light grip, weapon weight, that's fine. Generally meaning it moves faster. suppressor on it. Already got the sight on it. 3-shot cylinder. Single action mechanism. That's all I've got available. Okay, so there's not much I can do there from the look of things. Sure how I back out of it. I mean, I can close the whole thing by pressing tab, but that's not really what I wanted to do. What can I do here? Got a light grip on it already. Got a short barrel and flash suppressor, which is definitely needed, but not actually all that effective yet. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything I can actually do right now. It's not terribly surprising. Assume we'll be finding out more as we go. Oh, there she is. Oh dear, Danny.
That electric tower there looks like a
Okay.
perfect sniping.
Yeah, I get it. Options. Double controls. Board. No. Miscellaneous. 5 to quick save.
Position. Let's go.
Okay, so that's what that spinny thing down there is. Something about saving. See. So she wants to put me. She wants to climb up. Okay. Yeah, you're running up already. While I'm just like, there's stuff to explore and examine here. Thing.
Artyom, there's a boat at the dock. Get over here when you're done.
She wants to get up there and cover me whilst I'm presumably in there. Anything else? I'm definitely going back here to have a shufty, because there's definitely more back here. Would be really weird for our time in this place. Like, all his life, yeah, he vaguely remembers being on the surface prior to Moscow getting nuked. But can't be that clear. In terms of like the details of his memories. It's like what, 20 years ago? So we can't. Supposed to be reasonably young, I think. So he must have been very young at the time. Exploring the countryside like this, and strange enough for anybody, let alone somebody who's obviously never really got any recollections outside of the city, or very, very, very little anyway. Ooh. Doesn't look like that gun's in the best of nick. Let's have a look at it though. It looks like it might be some kind of vaguely semi-automatic, but an improvised semi-automatic thing. Stick with the other one, thanks. We good for right now. Crafting that. Very nice. Let's explore an area. Yeah, I rather got the vibe it might. I don't think there's much else that I missed. Oh, there's that bit over there I haven't explored and get at it. Fence makes me think I might not be able to... Oh, wait, there's Gappy. Did I? Picture of beer, a boot, some reading material, something to drink, jacket, some more reading material. Curiously stocked outhouse. Judging by the fact that the reading material is not in the worst condition I've ever seen, I'd say it was probably been used recently. Ah, Jellycopter. Okay. Gun I can break down. And a weapon mod. Use backpack to install it. Dirty weapon gets some more as performance degrades. Workbench will allow you to fix the dirt problem. Workbench. What about the one on my back? Cool, so it's only goes on, what I found only goes on that stuff. It did. I guess I need a proper workbench to clean the gun then, I guess, because I didn't see an option. I don't see any kind of evidence on that. Strange model of Kalash, that. Got the vibe, but there's some strangeness to it too.
Okay, Artyom, I'll climb up there while you take the boat to the church. I'll call you when I'm settled.
What could possibly go wrong? Row, row, row your boat merrily down the stream. Wow, we've got mutant beasties in the water. Good. Mirelurks. I assume I can go anywhere, but I think that flag's probably telling me that's where I'm supposed to go. Craft ammunition and survival consumables. I don't really think I need to. No, but... For the crafting ammunition thing, I don't really see an option here. Unless that's supposed to be it there. Throwing knives. Guys. Craft some meds. Don't see an option for crafting ammo right now, though. So I'm missing something? Think so. Quite a lot of stuff in this area. I could kind of... I think that's supposed to be the train that's marked by the bridge there, but it's not marked very clearly, which is surprising. Guess we're going to have to come back and around somehow in order to get there, but there's a whole load of this area other than the village that I guess I'm going to have to explore at some point too. Make me journal go away then. Okay, so this is not where I need...
Looks like you've been spotted. Artyom, there's a woman on that bell tower waving a rag or something. Please investigate.
Yes, I can see you.
I see people at the church. None seem to be armed. We'd better try the open approach. Let's not fire first, okay?
Definitely not. Can be possibly avoided. Ah, in. Looks like a single shot pistol, or possibly a shotgun firing pistol of some kind. Yeah, it's a shotgun firing pistol of some kind. Don't think I really want that. Should be able to access those. Ooh. Is this supposed to be a really bad bastard gun or something? Pistol of some kind? I really can't tell what this is supposed to be. It's a bastard. Okay, right. I want to quick reload, I think. Puts me back where I was then. See how that goes. Welcome back now. Most time I can only craft at an actual workbench. That sounds about right. Any in trouble? You alright? Well, I'm glad I stopped, but quite what I was expecting. Nice day for it, though. What are we doing for time? Not great, actually. No photo mode while I'm in the boat. Photo mode is of limited usefulness.
Peace be upon ye, traveler. Our father, Silantius, has already started his sermon. Just enter the temple and see the light of truth. We are a peaceful lot, so please keep your weapons sheathed. And welcome!
Bit sus. Not getting great vibes from this. Be said. Knowledge of sin. Oh, great, yeah.
You're all evils. You don't save anyone. They killed my friends and my daddy.
Doesn't sound promising.
Yes, they are not worthy of the protection of the Tsar.
Make them repent.
Patience, brothers and sisters. Patience and for ye must accept thy neighbors, like the Lord accepts thee. To truly turn their hearts from sin towards the heavenly bliss of true faith.
Sounds like they murdered her entire family, to be honest.
Stay calm, brothers and sisters. The heretic is trapped, for so will the Lord. Our brother's militant will be here.
Remember, if you craft it, you can scrap it. So useless ammo can be scrapped to get opponents. Okay, cool. Well, I don't seem to be... Well, again, I think I presumably need a workbench for that. Seems like their angry friends are going to be making an appearance before long. Starfish.
Mama, it's him! The man from the train! He's here to save us!
I can't believe... Believe this. I had all but lost hope. We're not from here either. Silantius locked us up here a year ago. Yes, the bridge dwellers won't even talk to heretics. But I'll tell you everything I've seen in this place all that year.
Arriving under the cover of fog.
Oh, it's the bridge guard. Silantius fooled them just like the locals. But unlike them, the bridge guard have guns. Run! There's a way out down here and there's a boat at the dock.
We also have one, but it's too small for all of us.
Well, if we can get them out of there, I definitely want to. So, I've got us trapped as outsiders. There's somebody else arriving who also appears to not be with these crazy local fanatics.
I know what Father said. Tell me if you saw where he went.
Night, buddy. This is where we came in, isn't it? Oh, I see. Bonk. That's a shotgun of some kind. It said I could carry 3 guns, but at the minute I only seem to be able to carry 2. Let's see, it's that shotgun pistol thing. I don't know what quite happened to that guy there. not quite sure. There's that way. That's where it came out, and then there's this way too. And presumably the other way is just going to take you back to where my boat was, which is not going to be very helpful, I don't think. So, yeah, it basically says it's just over there somewhere. I feel like sneaking out might be the play. If I can. Done not to, wouldn't he?
Artyom, I can't cover you when you're inside. I'm changing position to meet the woman and child. I know you can handle this just fine.
The gun? There was a gun here a minute ago. I saw it pop up. Yeah, whatever you say, buddy. Not going quite as well as I hoped. Well, not quite the way I expected. Don't know if I can get across here. Doesn't look good. I might have to get over there somewhere because it doesn't seem to be particularly helpful going that way. Oh. I don't know where the boat I need to find is. Oh, that guy's facing towards me, which is not ideal.
Nastia lied to you. We didn't kill anybody. Her father, he went to fight a demon and died. Tell him, Kuzma.
Yes, he went after a demon. And we have many orphans like her here, so please let us be.
Come out, you heretic! I order you by the name of Holy Silantius himself! Come out and let the true faith purify your soul of sin!
Nice. I can see him, but he doesn't seem to be able to see me, and I could easily blap him. He's got his head's on fire. He's got literally a burning torch on his head.
Did you find him, my brethren?
That wasn't the plan. Father went to fight a demon. Yeah, I don't think it's a particularly believable scenario either.
I'm done! I give up! I can't handle this anymore! He's not Satan himself after all!
Well, I had to blap a couple of the guys, which is not really what I wanted to do, but... Right now, they seem to have started to ease off me. Church is really weird, although quite a cool level.
And even more so, save and protect our holy sage Salantius, the true shepherd of the faithful, for he is our...
Upgrade your weapons, armor, and equipment as you find upgrades around the map. Yeah, I've been finding some things so far. Pulling upgrades off weapons and stuff. I've noticed I'm doing that okay. Sound good. Got up here. Sleeping quarters for a family, from the look of it. Been about there, fish god. How are you doing, Archbit? For some reason YouTube's being weird. Been seeing exactly. Wrong thing for the right reason? Yeah. If only that was going to be productive from the standpoint of I don't actually know where I'm... Oh wait, there was a boat over there, wasn't there? Yeah, that guy seems to be doing a bit of surrendering.
I give up. Don't you see?
Drop his gun, that makes him considerably less threatening. Well, that was weird. Blapped a couple of their dudes. Didn't have a whole lot of choice. And they immediately panic and surrender to me. What's going on here then? Mate, that's not exactly how I foresaw this going. I kind of wonder if that means there's shoot me. Theory. Yeah, I'm kind of wondering if that means I've crossed some kind of threshold with regards to whether or not it's like the morality and stuff of this particular set of events. Yeah, I did spot this boat on the way in. It's kind of problematic there, isn't it? Got a hunch, but feeling there's a bit more going on here than meets the eye. That seemed like got in there, got trapped, shot a couple of dudes, left. Seems like a bit of an odd scenario. I want to back up a bit, actually. slightly confused as to where the heck... Oh, there's where Anna was. Feel like the area's changed a little bit somehow. Oh no. Kind of confused right now. You're looking for a Fallout video? Remember, Nexus, remember 2033? Well, you're in the right place for looking for Fallout videos. Yes. Nice to do other bits and pieces when streaming as well. Yeah. We have gone right through the previous 2 games as well, Archbit. Button there, but anyway. Okay, that's the one I want. Right. Yes, we press on. Every time you do something good about it, there's an audible noise to notify you. It's very subtle, though. Well, I haven't noticed anything, but...
Are you alright? A shame you couldn't get away quietly, without bloodshed. They're bound to hate us even more now. Oh well. Artyom, Katya, and Nastya are with me now. See you aboard the Aurora. Check the map. Looks like you can row straight to it from there.
Ah, explains it. Yeah. Oh, hell no. Oh, weapon jam. That was interesting. Don't recall that happening in the previous game, although that might have been down to the fact that
Artyom, over here!
that the way I had the game set up. I mean, I don't think it was so... Ooh, hello. Hell no. Yeah, I don't think it was a big problem for Last Light. I think it was supposed... Oh, hell no. I don't seem to have any control right now, so... I thought we were going to have a Resident Evil 4 moment for a second there.
What the fuck was that? A whale? It's fucking huge!
Damn it.
The old man sent me out as a forward sentry. Told me that I was to sit tight and under no circumstances look for any action. So I just had a front row seat watching you there. And so you subdued the occupation forces peacefully with a holy cross and a prayer. Anna has already reported on the cult. How about we trade places? I'd hate to come back to Moscow without even firing once. I was trying to win a girl over from one trader. Tough luck there. Why does everybody else get fun missions? The Colonel does criticize you and all, but he gives you all the best action. Is this his way of showing affection or trying to get you killed?
I'm going to go with the second one, probably.
I've been dragged out of Moscow, and for what? Stalking the furnace and sitting in a bog with a dumb spyglass. Here, though, we do have a chance of finding some loot. There's this plane there. Just leave something for me. I'll have to stay longer, I suspect.
Journal, check current objective. Right there, yeah. Question mark for interesting stuff. Okay. Yeah, just scrolling. How we doing? Welcome on in. No worries, such a bit. Glad you're enjoying it. Always good to hear. Oh, thank you kindly. Very, very much appreciated. Very kind of you. There we go. It's caught up now. Beam elements being ever so slightly slow there. Gas mask. Gas mask. Gas mask? No gas mask.
I feel so dumb. I should have landed on that field. We were still flying and it looked like we could have gone on for some time. And then that damn power line. But really, what difference does that make anyway? We're not getting to Moscow from here, that's for sure. I don't really give a damn. I'm all alone, but the others, they have relatives there. Maybe. It's been 10 years, but I could still be alive. Anyways, we'll have to make ourselves at home here now, since we're alive. The bridge seems like a nice place. At least it's not going to get flooded. We might end up going to Moscow by rail later. Well, we'll have to wait and see about that.
Really didn't go the way he hoped. They were sheltering in the plane and got attacked from the look of it. Do. Looking plane as well. Lots of nasty beasties. I need to get to the train, which is somewhere over that way. I think we go this way then. Maybe you do bad that the distant voices. Ah, fuck, can't believe you did that. Yeah, sounds about right. Suppose you care to fuck off, would you? Yeah, you would. Okay, take it. That sounds like demons attacking the train. Well, yeah, I guess there's too much to hope for them in... oh, there they go. Moscow bound. Or local, or well... Now you let me put a gas mask on, okay. Right here. Volga. They say any landing you walk away from is good enough, but about my case? Could have been worse, of course. The other three can't even move. Sure, Nick got away with just bruises though. Nick made a splint for me, and more or less put the leg together. Sure hurts like hell. We're in a tight spot. Excuse me. With bogs all around, and we're sure not walking to that village Shura said he saw until we at least have a path laid out. Looks like we're sitting here for the time being. Good thing is that we managed to build a camp and get everyone there. Bad thing is the plane's leaking fuel badly, so we must be quick with getting our stuff out there before it catches fire or something. Unexpected bonus, no mosquitoes, which is... This is quite late, actually, 2028. It's way after the bombs dropped, so... Yeah. There are other things. They've left tracks in the muck last night, which doesn't look like anything we've seen. Glad we have the guns. Who knows what those things were? Better get some power in case they come at night. I wonder if we could drive them that ram turbine with a bike we had in the luggage. Oh my god, they got Nick. He went to take that ram turbine and they got him. Huge greenish grey praying mantis-like monsters. The shotgun did nothing. Sure fired both barrels, but the shots just bounced off. They were perfectly hidden, as if they knew where to wait for him. Fucking monsters. Nick, we should have stayed home. We have two options. Try to get help from the village now, or wait until the food runs dry and try then. At least we have time to think about it. It looks like the monsters are afraid of fire and don't approach our camp while the fire's going. Sure says it's up to me, as the others are mostly drifting in and out of consciousness. But how can you be so calm? I still can't get over what happened to Nick and this fever. Sure left his message. Still, that's bullshit. Just let him get to dry land, please. They're crawling all around at night, clicking their mandibles. What an awful sound. Can't sleep. Have to keep the fire going. Lucky Shura left enough firewood. Others can't move at all. My fever is a little lower now, so can't stand it anymore. Can't sleep. We'll try walking tomorrow. Need more firewood at least. Shura, god damn it. Fucking beast found his backpack less than 100 meters from the camp. Took all my speed to hobble back before they noticed me. They're crawling around, splashing in the mud, clicking their claws. Sounds driving me nuts. Luckily, the guy's passed out most of the time, so don't bother them so much. Fever's back. Don't know if I'll be able to keep this up. It's not so bad with the firecracking, really. Fever's getting worse. Don't know the date. Leg is all black. Can't write. Sharpened a couple of sticks. Gave them to the guys. Hope they can hold them. Monsters are getting closer. I just can't anymore. Pawn note. Do you know I have to try? I'm the only one left who can move, and we have to get help. Otherwise, the guys are good as dead. Sit tight. Don't dare pull a typical like you back then. See you around. Up on supplies. I managed to fight a few of the beasties off anyway. Somehow I need to get over there, which I'm guessing is round this way from the look of things. Spitting shit at me, I don't like that. Wearing a gas mask when I don't need to be there. Getting to take the thing off. There. Much. One thing I have noticed is, unlike certainly the last game, don't seem to automatically heal over time in this one. Plane kind of flashed for a second then, but I think I got everything out of it. Turn to base, check your Katya and Nastia told me I don't think help us leave this place behind. Cool.
And here's Artyom back from the abyss of NATO occupation.
You're alive! Impressive after the horrors Duke told us about. Let's go. Dad's talking to Katya right now. They are so nice. Both Katya and her daughter. And Katya's medical training will come in handy.
Okay, so we are back on the same sort of vibe as before. Really like little red smudge. Well, thank you very much for the membership there, Archbet. Do appreciate.
Huh? I'm sorry, I don't quite get what you...
If you head over to the community page on the channel, you should see a whole bunch of posts on there that were otherwise hidden. So,
I haven't seen any army, but we haven't really been to any important
yeah, do check that out. Loads of stuff there for you. I see. And check out the membership page as well. There's a tab up there for that now as well. So have a gander at that. Thank you very much. Welcome on in.
Thank you, Artyom. If not for you, we'd never have escaped that place. They were so busy looking for you. And then Anna picked us up.
Yes, Uncle Artyom. Thank you. And your wife is great. She's kind and really strong. Thank you, Auntie Anna.
Family seems to be getting bigger and bigger.
As I always said, you lucked out with me.
We all lucked out.
Like this red dot, actually. It's cool.
Now I only wish your mom could come with us too. With a real medic, we'd become unstoppable. Katya, Nastya, come have some tea. Don't be shy.
Well, I assume the next move is go talk to Miller. Yeah, it looks rather like. Which, at this point, there's only a quick save there, isn't there? So let's hit that. And I think it's time to press this one. Here we go. That's the button I want. Whilst I look for the way out. Which I can't currently find. Oh, like that. Okay. That was a whole thing. Oof. Ah. Norway. See. I was eyeballing Norway on Google Maps actually yesterday. In a very nerdy and weird kind of way. Trying to establish what towns and cities in the far north historically did for the industry and why they came to be established where they were that far north. Didn't learn a lot, to be honest. Well, nothing I didn't know anyway, but it was interesting nonetheless. Scroll back, see if I've missed anything up there a little bit. Not. Sitting on my hair now. Too hot in Norway at the moment. It's fairly warm down here. According to my phone, it's not very warm at all, but I'm quite warm. I think that's because I've been running a fairly intense game. And I didn't watch the FPS counter too closely there, but it did seem to be doing okay, which is cool. Quite happy about that. Although it's not crazy high tier graphics. They're decent, but not crazy. Have a gander and maybe consider nudging things up a little bit. Yeah, we might try that next time, see what happens. Yeah, madhouse indeed. Classic, Steve. Yeah, favourite of the Metro series so far? I couldn't really... I don't know. The first one, I think, of the first two games, the first one, story was a bit more interesting, it was more compelling and stuff. The second one, the story wasn't quite so engaging. It was a bit too sequel-y, if that makes any sense. But it was good, nonetheless. This one, so far so good. Obviously, we're not very far in. We're very, very early on in the game, so look forward to finding out more. Now we've finally got out of Moscow and we are travelling. The initial sort of introduction into setting up leaving Moscow and stuff, story-wise, was not the strongest. It did feel a bit... yeah, the writing didn't feel like it was the best I've seen in series. It could have been a bit better. It really came off as just an excuse to leave town kind of thing, and it felt like that. Which is interesting, actually. But yeah, otherwise, enjoying it so far. Looking forward to seeing what happens as we push on. As I say, I'm not massively pleased with the whole shooting people leads to the bad ending. It's like, it forces you to be sneaky and all the time, and if you fail, you're kind of there like going, do I save scum and reload or not? Kind of was tempted there, but I only blapped a couple of dudes there, but that's still enough to be a problem. Because in Last Light, I think technically we got the bad ending because I shot too many people. Which was not because I went homicidal and slaughtered my way through the game. It was because occasionally I failed stealth and that resulted in the bad ending. But yeah, and I feel like I like, you know, conversation options, roleplay elements, stuff like that being tied towards whether or not good ending, bad ending, how you approach things. But having that sort of thing tied so much to whether or not you get into a fight, like those guys, I turned up to go in there. We didn't go in guns blazing. We came to talk. They trapped me. And then a bunch of armed dudes showed up after me with, presumably, as far as we can tell, the intent to shoot me. But very least bad intentions. They spotted, I snuck out, they spotted me trying to sneak out and immediately opened fire on me. So the fact that I returned fire and killed a couple of their dudes, then they surrendered and then allowed them to surrender, took their bullets so that they couldn't shoot me in the back, but I allowed them to surrender. That should mean that shouldn't be impacting the morality of it all. It's just like, yeah, they tried to stop them killing me. But it clearly will, so yeah, I'm not too into that. But otherwise, enjoying it. Does look cool. Forward to seeing where the game goes from here. It's kind of got the same basic story structure. There's something somewhere that we've got to get to. And it's if we can get there, everything will be alright, except that it probably won't. Which is the same structure as the first two, basically. First one's get to Polis, then get to D6, so that you can save everything. And the trouble you get along the way. And that'll make everything okay. And then the second one's like get back to D6 and stuff. Defend D6 and it'll make everything okay. And then obviously now it's like we've had to leave Moscow, but there's this place out there that's in the Ural Mountains and has central command of the military and what was once the nation of Russia. And if we can get there, that's this big underground city, everything will be fine. Yeah. There's a lot of things there that I don't buy. First two were too linear for you. Yeah, I can see that. Certainly back in... But part of it's that time period as well, though. Small developer making the game in a time period where massive open worlds were... I mean, they were a thing. There's Fallout 3 and stuff, and Oblivion and Skyrim. But they're still a bit limited. They're kind of fun. Kind of in the linear thing I was okay with. I think a bit more options about how you deal with things in dialogue and conversation options and swing it a bit towards RPG is definitely a good thing, but we'll see how things go. Wondering if I was loading a save. Yeah, I seriously thought about loading a save, I have to admit. Catch you later, Tengi. Have a good night. You'd shoot people who were shooting you, killing people who surrendered, or instigating a shooty fight, a bad karma. Okay, I'll have to have a look at this and see if I can figure it out, like, nuance and read up on it, because, yeah, because there, I was sneaking through, knocking dudes out. The guy spotted me, started shooting at me, so I just tapped him in the head. Yeah. The next guy, again... I tried to hide in the shadows, and he clocked me again while I was hiding in the shadows, and I had to shoot him too. So. But I only killed two of them with like one shot apiece, and then everybody else was like, okay, it's too deadly, we surrender. And I let them go at that, so hopefully it'll be okay. See, I'll have a go now. Morality should be positive since they showed mercy when they weren't aggroed. Hopefully, we'll see how it pans out. Looking forward to Stalker. I've got to play first Stalker at some point soon, before the second one comes out, which is going to be December, I think, isn't it? Like everything else. Squeezing it in. Baldur's Gate comes out in a month. Actually, maybe I should play Stalker before Baldur's Gate on my own time. I don't know if I'll do Stalker 2 on the channel or not. I haven't done the first one. I haven't got time to do the first one before Stalker 2 comes out. Maybe I could do Stalker 1 and then come back to it. I'll have a think. Because, yeah, I do need to tackle those. I've started the first one a couple of times, but never really got very far with it. Have a thunk, won't I? But, either way, if I do go further, then it's something else we add to the long, well, fairly long list of things that are... going to get pushed down the road because, like everything else, that's that 1st of September with Starfield's dropping is going to be a massive get brick wall. So that's literally everything has to stop by then. So yeah, what I'm going to fit in before then is difficult. Of course, once we've actually got stream right the way through a playthrough of Starfield, then we can start opening up a B game maybe, and we'll see how things go. Fitting things in. It's going to be difficult to juggle. We'll see. Still got 6 months or so to figure a lot of that stuff out in. First Stalker's kind of painful to play. Yeah, it's a bit difficult. I think once you get the hang of it, it's bad. And no Response was talking about it weeks ago. I think he played through all of the games that are currently out recently and very much enjoyed them. So I think he's been through at least most of them before those. Most of us are up to the brood section as passive. Sometimes you just have to shoot people to get them to shut up. Some areas cameras per side. See? When Starfield release? Starfield release is technically on the 6th of September, but there is 5 days of early access if you've got the premium or above versions. So anything other than the standard version. So yeah, I've gone for the collector's edition because it's awesome. So yeah, that means I'll be getting it on 1st of September. Yeah, that's me. That's the big thing looming on the horizon. There's a few things coming out over the summer that I would like to play, try out, maybe even stream, and a few things that have already come out this year as well that are just... yeah, they're going to have to wait. Well, one of those big things that's come out already is Jedi Survivor. I'm not touching that until they fix it. Because from what I gather, it runs sufficiently badly that adding streaming on the top of it will make it borderline unplayable, so... or at least a really not fun experience to play. So once they get it actually running the way it should be doing, keeping an eye on, then I will add that into rotation eventually. And then there's things like Remnant 2 I want to play, but that's end of July, so no way I'm getting through that by by the start of September. You know, literally just over a month. Remnant 2 is going to take longer than that to play, I think. I would think it'd probably be close to 2 months, that. And then there's Baldur's Gate 3, which I'm going to keep to myself, because, yeah, that'll be more my thing. And there's some other stuff as well out there. And also other stuff coming out in September and after September in the last part of the year as well. That run from September to Christmas is... kind of view that as a whole solid block, but it's probably because it's the bit between my birthday and Christmas, so... yeah, that whole block's got a number of interesting releases lined up for it. Plus, of course, there's like The Witcher 3 and Mass Effect Andromeda and some other stuff as well. And we should probably play Wolfenstein at some point, and we should probably play The Evil Within at some point. And there's probably other stuff that's not jumping to my mind as well. Nightingales are towards the end of the year. There's a couple of other things that came out earlier this year that I want to play. So, yeah, so much on the must-play on down the line list that we kept busy. Plus other stuff coming out as well, further off into the future. Yeah, definitely not lacking for stuff to play, that's for sure, Archbet. Everything's on track for Starfield at the moment. They've pushed it back a little bit, but yeah, things on track for it. A couple of delays, well... 2 delays technically. One from one last summer where they delayed it from November of last year, and then they delayed it from June to September to give it that little bit of extra push. So that's fine. About what we were expecting. But yeah, better that they do that and get it right. The word seems to be pretty positive, so looking forward to it. Anyway, time for me to put my feet up, I think, and chill a bit before I crash out. So tomorrow is Tuesday, so Fallout night. We're going to pick up the next week and set of challenges and so on and so forth. Do some more of the new events and the new dailies and stuff. And yeah, potter around. Should be good. Hang out at my new Brotherhood of Steel camp. Yeah, around about 8 o'clock tomorrow. Same bat time and all of that. Same bat channel. We'll dive into that one. Wednesday, we'll pick up some more Metro. Thursday, Fallout. Friday, more Metro. And next week, the front half of next week, slightly more than half, I will be away again. So it'll be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'll be off. Well, definitely Monday, Tuesday anyway. I'm not sure about Wednesday. But definitely Monday, Tuesday I won't be streaming. I might stream Wednesday. Depends how much energy I've got after being away from... but we will see. Yeah, we'll definitely have a quiet start of the week. I'll have to make a run through this week and do some extra bits and pieces, really, because tomorrow I'm expecting there to be a Fallout video. Bethesda did say after the weekend they'd give us a more detailed overview of what was on the public test server at the moment. So the weekend has now gone. The update has not yet arrived. So I'm assuming that'll be Tuesday because they often kind of sort of maybe count part of Monday as the weekend. It's a bit weird, Bethesda's weeks, or at least for 76 anyway. So I'm guessing that will come tomorrow. And then I would like something at the front half of next week when I'm away as well. Well, I have to get the build and video for the front half next week done during the week. So I've got a busy few days coming up. And yeah, should be good. I'll probably do a Starfield video and target that for next Monday, maybe Tuesday. Tuesday might be a little bit better, don't know. Tuesday did well last time, so maybe Tuesday's the day. We shall see. Anyway, that's my plan for the next sort of week and a half. For now, have yourselves a good rest of your evening. Thank you for hanging out. Hope you've had fun. Do drop likes and subs and all that good stuff if you haven't already. It's always appreciated. And notification bell as well, then you know what's going on. Links down below. Twitter's a bit wild at the moment, and I don't much like Facebook, but they're there. Also, Instagram, which is... I've been trying again to put stuff on Instagram a bit more often, but you know me, I do it for a couple of weeks and then I forget again. So, yeah. Do check those out if you would care to. And... yeah, merch store and channel memberships and all that good stuff. If you're interested, check the join button. And thank you very much, Archpip, for the super sticker, I think, there. Super chat, super sticker thing. By the way, results the same. Thank you. And the new membership, do appreciate. As I say, make sure you check out the community page. And yeah, we'll pick this all up again with some Fallout around about 8 o'clock tomorrow night. Okay, time anyway. Should be good. So... until then, have a good rest of your evening. Have a good day tomorrow. Look after yourself. Stay safe. And I'll catch you around about 8 o'clock for Fallout. It's playing the song early. I need to mess around with my playlist at some point, don't I? Anyway, till then, have yourselves a good one. Catch you next time. Night, folks. See ya. There we go. Now we can start.